Hi friends, it's me Jenna with the White Witch Parlor, and today I want to do a video on spiritually protecting yourself. This was a popular topic that was requested specifically recently, I think because of the autumn season when the thinning of the veil is happening. A lot of people start to feel like they're going under psychic attack or just weird energy happening around them, maybe forgetting things, missing appointments, just little streaks of bad luck, or actual full-on like spiritual energy being harvested by vampires and just feeling like you're under actual spiritual attack. So this was a popular thing when I had asked what you guys would like to see. So I wanted to go over a couple of things that will help you thrive during the autumn season and all year round. To really protect yourself spiritually, you want to maintain a really good spiritual practice and good spiritual hygiene. It's easy, so easy to fall off this bandwagon. You might be doing really, really good in life. Everything's going well, but you also have very good spiritual hygiene. You have a really good spiritual practice that you're keeping to consistently, and you are not breaking that pattern. However, when things get out of control or something throws you off traumatically, or you go into a state of trauma because something's happening in your life, it's easy to come off of that pattern and off that flow that you've created for yourself. That routine gets broken and suddenly you become an easy target for low vibrational spiritual energy to cling to. So the easiest way to fix this is every day just visualizing a protective shield around yourself. That is the easiest way to also teach your children. If they can go in with good spiritual energy anywhere they're going into and starting their day, they've already created a conscious shield that will help them subconsciously as well. Stay really mindful of your thoughts and actions. I know this is said all the time, and it's really easy to get into a state of self-doubt or constant fear. But if you can shift yourself out of it by getting so busy doing something that you enjoy, you are going to thrive spiritually. Also, be very mindful of your environment. The environment you're working around, if it's very toxic, it can definitely pay a toll on your spiritual hygiene. If your home life or your relationships are faltering and dragging you down, it's going to bring your spiritual energy down as well. Your shield gets weaker and weaker with every attack. And if you have no energy or battery power left to recharge that spiritual energy and spiritual protection, you won't have any. This is probably common sense by now, but stay away from as much media, social media, and news that you can. If you don't need to indulge in it so frequently, try to do smaller doses. Some people just like to be influenced by others who are really positive and happy, have a very high vibe about them. If you can engage with these individuals, try to do it more frequently, or surround yourself with a new group of friends at least once a month that really elevate you, make you inspired to try something new in your life. That will also help strengthen your spiritual shield. Another thing you can do and include your children with is listening to more spiritual music, higher vibe energy activities like meditation and maybe yoga to move that energy, and stay away from things that are negative. Some people like to also, if they have a religious background, listen to scriptures. There's things on YouTube where they read prayers and blessings, and you can listen to high vibration binaural beats, any other kind of music that will help keep your vibe generally high while you're working. If you do a lot of computer work, maybe consider listening to some high frequency meditation music as well. All these things will help to strengthen your aura and also bring that spiritual shield that you have into a stronger form around your body. For many, a strong way to make a strong spiritual shield is to meditate or pray often. If you grew up with prayer and your young mind believed that it helped you and you know that it helped you, keep on that path. Keep praying. Light a candle if you must, whatever it takes to keep you in this higher vibe energy. That's why they say prayer works, is because if you believe it, it is true. For other alternative methods, you can try meditating and journaling. Journal what's going on in your life, because you will begin to find those patterns of the things that are dragging you down. Maybe it's something you're unaware of, or it's a consistent undertow pattern that's happening and you're not paying attention to it, so you're not consciously aware that it's happening. But month after month after month, it is something that is completely just wrecking your spiritual protection, weakening your aura, and keeping you susceptible to lower vibrational frequencies. Journaling helps putting our Journaling also helps put our thoughts into actions. Seeing the words on paper, making the physical action to write it down will also help, because if you're not going back and reading your journal, you're getting it out and your eyes are physically seeing it. So something will tune into your subconscious eventually and help you be guided to what it is that might be dragging you down. A very important way to keep your energetic shield very strong is grounding your energy. A lot of people don't do this enough, and there's a saying when you're on the internet or social media too much, it says go touch grass. That's super true. You need to ground your energy, and you must literally plant your bare feet on earth. You need to make that connection with Mother Earth. Hug a tree, get out there, get in nature, just sit for 10 minutes in nature. Maybe you have a lunch break, you can drive to a park and sit on a bench. Get away from the technology, get away from the weird lighting and the weird doorways and hallways. Get out into nature, things that are organic, and be natural with your surroundings. Okay, now that we cover the basics on keeping your protective energy and your protective shield strong, I want to go over some other things a little more in depth. So when it comes to visualizing a shield, you have to sit in a meditative state or even in a trance-like state in your office, even if you need to. Visualize a color that makes you feel safe. Maybe it's a color from childhood or a color that just recently makes your nervous system calm down. Not for everyone, it's not always going to be a blue or a neutral green for everyone. Someone might actually feel a little more calmer in the color red if they're going through really traumatic situations. Seeing red just kind of brings their vibration into a balanced state until they can work down through it. Once you find a color that is going to act as your shield, you can also add a texture to it. In your mind's eye, sitting in a meditative state, visualize that shield of color and that shield of texture. That will be your go-to anytime, and meditate on that. Whenever you need a moment, train your brain and train yourself to go into that state whenever you're feeling like you're under spiritual attack. This means you should be able to get to a point where you're able to walk in an elevator, feel unsafe, and immediately surround yourself with that color and that texture, and now you're guarded. This is also a great practice for children too, because it doesn't take anything physical. It's all in your mind, and it's a way to make you feel safe. You can always think of this as a protective energetic blanket as well. Next, consider using protective mantras. Write some for yourself that are unique to you. Also, you can take simple ones that are 2 words like I'm safe or I am safe. Put it on your mirror and look at it every day. Every day when you're getting ready, say, I am safe. I am safe. Once you do that, you rebuild your confidence and your spiritual confidence as well, and you will rebuild that energetic aura around you. Next, try calling on protective figures. Try calling on protective deities. Archangel Michael is a really popular one. Whether you're religious or spiritual, or you just want to call on a deity that you are drawn to work with but maybe never worked with, you can do this. It is free for everyone. It is your birthright. You are allowed to tap into energies and frequencies that make you feel safe. Maybe you had a good experience or a good story when you were younger, and it's just something that always followed you. Tune into that energy. Call upon those deities. Call upon those archangels or any protective figure that makes you feel safe. When you are in a state of fear, call upon that energy and guard yourself with your protective blanket of energy. Next, stay very mindful of your environment. If you're in a very toxic environment day after day after day, it's going to have an effect on you. If you can shift out of that, please do. And if not, use the methods that we talked about just before this to help you get there constantly. Avoid any negative influence that might be around you. This also includes drugs and alcohol. If you can stay away, stay away. Be careful of the music, the food, everything you're consuming. This is not to add more fear or stress to your life, but just to find awareness in it. If you feel like someone's draining you every time you're around them, simply cut them off. If you don't have the ability to do that now, find ways to do it safely. Turn your energy towards positive influences. music that makes you feel good, books that make you really happy, outings and places that just make your soul feel lit up. The more high vibe you are, the more the darkness can't cling to you, and the more protected your aura is. The stronger your aura is a direct effect of how confident you're truly feeling inside. Also, don't be afraid to set boundaries. Simply say no. If someone invites you to an outing that you don't think you're going to vibe with a lot of people, or you think it's just a weird energy place to go to and you're not feeling it, just say no. Sorry, but no. Thank you, but no. It's hard sometimes as adults because we feel pressured, even as children. But once you start developing your sense to say no and having those boundaries, maybe you do just want to stay home and get some rest, it will help you. And that's another side note. Sleep is very important. If you're under spiritual attack, note that if you're not getting enough proper sleep, it will definitely affect your spiritual aura because you're weakening your body. Your body's not fully recovering while you sleep. So instead, you're just growing weaker and weaker and weaker by the day. Try to get really good, ample sleep. So to bring this all together, we're going to reinforce positive thinking. Everything you do in your waking life, make it an important note, just like brushing your teeth every morning, or maybe do it while you're brushing your teeth so you can't forget to stay positive. A lot of people like to incorporate their faith. If that makes you feel better, do it. Do whatever makes you feel safe and comforted. And there's something I said in a video a long time ago. I used to also do this when I felt my mind slipping into kind of dark or bad energy thoughts. I would say positive, positive, positive. This was something that I always said in my mind. Sometimes I would say it out loud, and I'd say it as a mantra. And this is something that you can do. You can teach your children to do as well. It's easy. You can do it while you're driving in your car. You can do it at work. It doesn't matter where you're at, who you're around. You can think it, you can say it, you can feel it, and it will shift everything. 2 mantras to walk away from this video with, to make yourself be safe and protected always and really strengthen that energetic shield and strengthen your aura, is positive, positive, positive whenever your brain starts slipping or your thoughts start slipping, and I am safe. I am safe. And you say this every morning to yourself, and you'll notice not only will you feel better, but other things in your life will start shifting. Your relationships will get better. Your bank account will get better. Your business practices or anything you're embarking on will get better, because once you feel safe, everything else starts flowing in. You're not in fight or flight. You're not in trauma mode. You're not in fight or freeze. You're flowing because your body feels safe. This also is that nurturing sacral chakra energy that makes you feel comforted. Once you feel that energy, everything in your life will glow up. You'll feel so much better, and your energy will be better. Your aura will be stronger, and nothing can penetrate it. Someone will come to bother you, and your boundaries, just kick them out the door. And you will feel so much better every time you make these practices your daily. So I hope this video helped, and stay safe out there. Love you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye.